Hey guys, welcome back. Sports Talk in the Mancave. Last time we talked, the Cowboys were still in the playoffs, and we were very excited about that. And now they're out of the playoffs.
They're done.
And we've moved on, and now the championship games. We got 2 games to talk about. They look like they're going to be great games. First of all, let's talk about Kansas City against the Ravens. Carlos, go ahead and start, man.
Everybody is going with the Ravens. They're favored by 4 points, I think it was.
4 points.
And they're at home. But I think I picked for the first time I picked against Kansas City when they played Miami. I was wrong. I should never pick against them. I never will pick against them again. I'm going with Kansas City.
Well, what I'm thinking is the Ravens have played very, very good football. I think that it's going to be a week for them to kind of struggle a little more and not play as good as they've been playing. But I'm still going to take Baltimore by 3.
By 3. So they're not going to...
Kansas City covers the spread.
Okay.
Oh, you're booking already? All right. Book that, all right.
Book it.
Don't book it. Kansas City.
Oh, don't book it. The Ravens are 7-1 against teams over 500 this year. They're playing very, very good against teams that are above 500. Playoff teams, anybody, especially at home. I don't see the Ravens losing at all. I honestly think they win by like a touchdown. So more, at least 5-7. I think it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the Raven defense is too good. Even if Lamar Jackson has a bad game, I think he's going to do enough to win that game. Although I do think that the Ravens are going to be up by like 10 or 14 points, and then Kansas City is going to start pushing and trying to score a lot, and they're going to start making mistakes.
Mahomes will probably have a pretty good game.
Cool.
It's playoff Mahomes. Playoff Mahomes is a different Mahomes. I'll give him that.
Yeah, the guy's good. So yeah, so overall, you say KC and all 3 Ravens. Yeah.
Ravens.
So go with the Ravens, guys. Don't listen to Carlos on this one. All right, let's go to the NFC. The NFC is also going to be a good game, I think. We got the Lions going over to San Francisco. And Noe, why don't you start?
I'm on the Lions bandwagon. I want them to win. I'd rather see Eminem in the Super Bowl than Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're playing well. Montgomery, he's been hard to stop. He's been running amazing. Sam Laporta, monster. Ahmed Raw. I mean, that guy's also hard. The guard one-on-one. They've been playing very, very well. But the only thing bad about the Lions is that secondary. It's not as well as it can be. But we'll see. I'm on the Lions bandwagon. I
Good
think
thing they're going against Brock Purdy.
They didn't look too good.
San Francisco, when they had their struggles, Debo was not playing.
Right.
And they wouldn't win games. He's supposedly, people would say, what, the third choice? You know, if he was a third choice, or whoever was thinking he's the third choice, this guy had more passing yards, more catches than the first and second choice. You know,
He's their best player.
and
He is the
so when he's on the field and he's healthy and the defense has to really look out for him, they're dangerous. If he's not healthy and he's hobbling around or he can't play, San Francisco's going to struggle.
So knowing what you know, man, who do you think's going to take this game?
If Debo's on the field, well, I'm saying Debo's not 100%, but I think that he has to push through and play. So I'm going to take San Francisco.
Okay.
I think they have a lot of weapons, and you know their thing. They could swing past, they can do speed options or whatever whatever they do. But I think in the playoffs, in the championship game, you need a quarterback who can throw the ball down the field, and they're gonna force him to do that. I think they're gonna have to force him to throw the ball, and I don't think he can get the job done. So even though they have all these weapons around them, the main guy that needs to get them the ball I don't think he can get enough. And I like the way the Lions play. They got a lot of heart, so I'm going with them. The Lions.
Yeah.
Wasn't the
Their
Lion looking for
coach,
a
like
heart?
they're
I think.
they're going out. They're mimicking their coach, like this. Like
I know, the
Yeah.
Lion wanted courage.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Lions got a lot of, fighting them after that Cowboy loss, man. Man, they wanted to play the Cowboys. They wanted to do this, but they started moving, and they're playing very good football right now. San Francisco struggled against Green Bay. Of course, the weather wasn't that great. The ball was wet, right? So they pretty struggled with that. I don't know how the weather's going to be this time around, but I'm still going to go with Detroit as well. So I think Detroit can pull this one out, and the Super Bowl is going to be the Ravens versus Detroit.
Not the Ravens.
San Fran
No Taylor
Ravens.
Swift.
I mean, I prefer Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl other than Eminem, but but that's okay. We'll see. They're going to be great games. Now, very quickly, let's go back to the Cowboys a little bit. Talk about McCarthy. Do you think it was a good move to keep him, or they should have got rid of him?
It was a terrible move to keep him. The play calling has been questionable for the past 2 years, especially in the playoffs. I remember saying last year, like, McCarthy and Dak gotta go. McCarthy, because I remember him making some really questionable play calls, and then he did it again this year. And Dak, because he can't make a play when it counts, when it matters. He can make all the stats in the world when there's no pressure, when they're down by a lot, when they're up by a lot, or when it's like first quarter. But when it matters, when it comes down to it in the playoffs, he can't do it. And he's shown us that. I understand, like, the first 2 years, 3 years, it was like, well, he's young. He's going to develop into that quarterback. Well, we're, like 7 years into this? I don't even know how many, but
Perfect timing. He's almost there.
Yeah.
he's almost ready.
He's almost
He's
there.
almost. He's
One more year.
either half or 2/3 way done with
I
his
think it was a
career,
big
man.
mistake.
So,
I think it was a big mistake bringing McCarthy back. But
yeah. What about Dak, man? Do you think it's good to keep him around?
I talk a lot of shit to get rid of him, but it's very hard to find a quarterback that can even do decent.
Yeah.
He does decent. I think we need to find a quarterback and then replace him,
Yeah.
not send him off and then figure it out from
It's
there.
gonna have to end up being like a Romo thing, where he gets hurt, Lance comes in, plays awesome, and then you go, okay, you lost your job.
I think they need to try to work on developing him.
Yeah,
Developing
they do,
him,
because he's there. They
he has a lot of
do-
potential.
Yeah.
So if they can develop him, that'll be the easier way
Yeah,
out.
he's been waiting. He's been waiting for a few years now, so we'll see. Charlie and Noah, what do you guys think about McCarthy?
McCarthy, I think, has to go. With all the penalties that they get, that's lack of discipline.
Yeah.
That's lack of discipline. How many games did penalties lose them? I mean,
Yeah,
even this last game, penalties. That's lack of discipline.
Some penalties kept the drives alive for the other team, and then they made touchdowns and ended up losing those games.
And that's lack of discipline. You need a strong coach. You
Like
need
the
a
Lions
strong
coach.
coach.
Campbell. Was it Campbell?
Dan Campbell.
Damn.
And
That's why I think it was more
you're
of a
not going to
mistake.
win with a coach like that. Dak, on the other hand, I think Dak is good enough. Dak is good enough. Dak, look at the touchdown passes he threw.
To the other team or to us?
No. To us first.
That's perfect.
And
Yeah.
yes, to us first. He had a lot of big games, and he proved that he could change. Because after the first 4 games that they changed the offense around, he came around.
Yeah.
So you get a different coach, you don't know exactly how good he can be,
Right.
but you need a good coach.
Yeah.
I
But
say leave them all.
he's always
Leave them all.
Leave him alone.
Leave them all and bring Henry.
I love it.
That's right.
Well, the thing is,
I enjoy these moments.
Belichick was available. It's a perfect opportunity to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what you say about
That's
Dak,
still available.
you saw what he could do the first 4 games. Those don't count.
The first
We
4
know he
games,
can do
he
that.
cannot. He didn't do that
No,
great
you
either.
said after the first. Whatever you
After
said.
the first 4 games, yes, they did very well. Without a running game,
He's a
without
regular-
a running game,
He's a regular season
In a
quarterback.
regular season quarterback.
no
I hate the Cowboys.
running game whatsoever. He has a running game, they're gonna win.
If they have a running game,
Not against
he
Green Bay.
can win a playoff game. If they have a running game.
If they have a running game.
But, it's...
And against anyone.
They do. It's just look.
He's not the type of quarterback that can be the reason his team wins. Is what you're saying? Because I've seen teams without that great quarterbacks without running games win games. Like Kansas City,
I've
for
seen
example.
great quarterbacks like the Mannings, Peyton Manning, that only won 2 Super Bowls.
Dan Marino.
And Dan Marino went once, never won. But he was not the reason that they didn't win. So I think
Dak. You need to be the reason that they win playoff games.
If you're a quarterback, you're always going to be under the spotlight. It doesn't matter what you have and don't have. And I leave them all there. I love this. I love them whenever 11-1 or whatever they get to the playoffs and lose. I love that. But honestly, that was a terrible move. Get it out of McCarthy. I don't even know Belichick either. Do you really want to go older? I'd go younger mind, someone that can develop him a lot better because. People were saying, was it Tom Brady the reason they were winning, or was it Belichick? And look at them now, like they weren't winning.
Well, the thing is, if you get a younger guy under Jerry Jones,
that's not going to happen. Yeah,
Belichick will not take Jerry Jones' shit. Maybe that's why it didn't happen.
That's why it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
that's the problem with that. Is it's Jerry Jones. That guy should learn how to. If he steps away, I wouldn't be surprised if they had won some Super Bowls these past couple of years. That guy's and I'm obviously not.
And I'm pretty sure that we should keep CeeDee Lamb's mom off of Facebook, right? So
what'd she say? I didn't see.
Oh, to get rid of Dak, and then
keep her on Facebook.
There was a big controversy about all that stuff that went down. It was either her account or somebody else's account, but they used it, and she was bad mouthing Dak.
CeeDee Lamb's mom.
They should get rid of. You should take like a.
If it weren't for Dak, CD would not have the season that he had.
Well,
that's plain and simple.
What do you mean?
If you put CD with any other quarterback,
season. You could put him on. You could put him on the Chiefs. He'll have that season. You could put him with the Bills. He'll have that season.
Put him
Send him to the Titans. I wouldn't mind.
Yes.
You kidding me? He's probably having a better season.
They'll go to the Titan a lot more than anybody else.
When they had Tyreek Hill, they wouldn't go to him or what?
Yeah, but he's not Tyreek Hill.
No,
I think if
you put any quarterback with CD, he'll do the same thing.
Yeah. Not any quarterback, but
because even last year during the season, we're thinking, well, CD's not all that. CD's not all that. He has to run out from the slot. He has to do this.
Well, that's where McCarthy
everybody was
comes
thinking that CD was not all that.
Yeah.
But then they have to put him in a place where he can run a good route, where he can get away from people, and because I remember the year before. Couldn't even create separation. I mean, the ball had to be right there because the defender was right on it.
That's the coach's fault for not creating good plays. If I was this offensive coordinator, I'd put him in a slot too. Mismatch against those slot corners every single day. That's the best thing you can do. But McCarthy, that's why he's not. That's terrible that he came back. It's going to be the same thing over and over again. Yeah. We're in the regular season. You're going to win, and they're going to win, and don't be surprised if they go undefeated in the regular season. But that doesn't matter because when you get to the playoffs, his play calls are too predictable.
I don't believe in them anymore.
It seems
they're going to change teams.
Year after year, we seem to have the same conversation.
And I hope that this coming year, I change before the season.
I'm going to change. I'm still trying to decide. I'm going to wait till
we're going to
Super
bring
Bowl.
on a couple of better offensive linemen and one strong back named Henry.
We needed this and we need this and we need this, but the quarterback's fine.
The quarterback, we got that.
But it doesn't count. It doesn't count if
He
your coach
literally gave them about 14 points.
Yeah.
The coach is a problem.
And it happens to all of them. It happened to Mahomes.
But he went.
He throws interceptions in the end zone all season long. Look how many interceptions he threw.
And in the playoffs, when it counts, he's in the AFC Championship.
But
his entire career.
6 in a row.
His entire career that he's been the starter.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna wear out.
It's like Carlos said.
He's playing too many games every
And like Carlos said, if you want a regular season quarterback, then he's top 5 in the NFL. But when it counts in the playoffs, and I know the defense played terrible too. That's the defense. I don't know what happened.
They did play terrible.
Yeah,
we didn't mention that.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned that, but they played terrible. But
I don't know what happened to the defense, but man, they were terrible. Man.
I had said if you let Aaron Jones run all over you, it wasn't going to be a long day.
I don't know how we lost it.
Yeah, it was a long day.
I almost bet on that game.
But the Super Bowl is going to be a fun one. These championship games are going to be great, so hopefully we can get to watch those. And other than that, man, let's do our picks, man.
Oh yeah, our price picks, book it.
Yes.
I'll go first.
Price pick.
My price pick, book it, is Christian McCaffrey. His number is half a touchdown, so that means he's gonna score one. I think he's gonna score one. Over the half a touchdown, book it.
That's a good book. I like that one.
Brock Purdy, they're saying 281.5 yards. I'm going to say he's going to have a good game. He's going to go over the 281.5 yards.
That's a bad book. Don't
Book
do
it.
that.
Take that out your parlay.
That's crazy. 281. That's close. I don't know.
That's a lot of yards.
It's a lot for Brock Purdy. With an injured Debo, like you said. Wow.
Well, if he's there, it's going to happen easy.
Would that be a career high? My price pick book it was Lamar Jackson over 65 and a half yards rushing. So I'm thinking he's going over maybe 70. So 65 and a half over Lamar Jackson, book it.
All right. And my book it was going to be Mahomes throwing over 0.5 interceptions without a doubt. He's going to throw one interception at least.
But he's so
possibly
great.
two.
He's negative.
Well, he's going to throw two great interceptions. So book it.
Okay.
Seven
All right, guys. Looks good. Hopefully we'll be back for the Super Bowl. We'll make another video for that. We will try to make a video right now for a board game called First and Goal, and we'll get that one out also. Man, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
Like and subscribe.